This episode of Unqualified is brought to you by McDonald's, proudly serving communities since 1965. On the drive to and from my parents' house in Washington State, we almost always stop at two particular McDonald's, one in Salem, Oregon, and another in Eureka, California. At the moment, we are in the parking lot of the Salem location, and I just finished a Big Mac and fries. Even though we are just passing through, I appreciate the familiarity and feeling of community. The other day, I was looking through my mother-in-law's photo album and came across a photo where she and her friends are standing in front of a McDonald's wearing their cheerleading uniforms. I usually call my mother-in-law New Mom, but her name is Marcia. Under the photo, Marcia had written a note, and I talked her into letting me read it here. San Bernardino, California. I have so many memories of this McDonald's over the years. My father took me there on what I think was opening day. What a thrill it was as a young girl to order a chocolate shake, hamburger, and French fries. Then there was the time when my cousin Hinda and I were given a tour and allowed to take dill pickles by the cupful out of a huge barrel. We must have eaten 100 pickles each. Everyone in my family knows the story of how I accidentally missed the ketchup container and dipped a fry into my milkshake. Now when I dip fries in my shake, it's on purpose. I remember when I was 12 years old, my mother and my cousin Noel Novak, Larry's brother, picked me up from dance class, and we went for dinner to celebrate Noel's graduation from high school. Years later, when I was in high school, we would go to McDonald's every Friday night after the football game. I wish you could see this photo. Marcia couldn't remember if they won the game that night, but everyone is smiling as if they did. Wherever your local McDonald's is, there's nothing better than that wonderful feeling of community. Well, maybe that feeling is tied with eating a Big Mac. McDonald's, I'm loving it.
Are you both ready to take some calls or call some people? All right, let's do it. We are calling Amari, and Amari is in Minnesota, and she's 24 years old.
Nice.
Hello.
Amari.
Yeah.
Hey, it's Sim. What's up?
Hi. Nothing. What's up with you?
Hi, Amari.
Anna's here.
Hi. Hi.
Hello.
And oh my God,
So is Tatiana.
This is Tatiana Maslany, who is
The
star of Orphan Black, and she's nominated for an Emmy. This is like her second Emmy nomination in a row.
That's amazing.
Yeah, she's here with us.
By the way.
Thank you.
But we are here to, it's all about you right now, Amari. And you've developed serious feelings for a man who lives in Scotland. Let me also add that you've never met this man in real life. So tell us why you're so concerned. Give us a little bit of background here.
Well, so we've been talking on and off for 6 years. And recently, like 9 months ago, we reconnected after not talking for about a few, like 9 months around then. And we talk every single day, and we are very, very flirty, and I've developed super strong feelings for him. And we've never explicitly told each other, like, oh, I really, really like you. It would be like, oh, if you were here, I want to take you on a date, or I wish you could come over and watch a movie with me, and stuff like that. And we would say that almost every time we talked. And then this week, he texted me saying, by the way, I just wanted to let you know that I started dating someone. And it kind of came out of nowhere. I wasn't expecting it at all. And he was like, I would love to stay friends, and can we still talk? And I just kind of sucked it up, and I was like, yeah, of course we can stay friends. I'm happy for you. I'm glad you told me. And then we still have been talking every day. So I don't know if I should tell him how I really feel, and just so he knows, but I also don't want to overstep my boundaries.
I think that when you just said that you kind of fucked it up, I felt like we have to sort of rework your frame of mind here, because you didn't fuck anything up. And
yeah,
I think that I think this guy is a dick.
Mm-hmm.
Is that awful?
I think also.
Oh no, I shouldn't be that judgmental right off the bat.
I think that being honest in this situation is really important. Like being very, you guys have spoken for a long time, so you've gotten to know each other, but there's also probably an element of fantasy or an idea of who the other person is. And I think if you wanted to continue this relationship, it's probably unfair on the girl he's dating, and it's unfair on you because you ultimately want to be with him, right? So I feel like you have to be honest and sort of take the plunge, because I don't think it would be shocking to him to find that out, that that you have feelings for him at all.
Yeah. And I just I don't think it would be I wouldn't want somebody I was dating to be talking to a girl he had romantically talked to before. And so I don't want, that would be unfair to her too. So that's why I'm wondering if I should even tell him my feelings, just because I don't want to overstep
Amari,
those
I remember
boundaries.
when you and I talked on the phone, you were telling me that you felt like maybe you could wait and write out their relationship to see how that goes, and then if it doesn't go well, then you'll still be there. And I understand that, but that's really not fair to you. I mean, that's just it's a real dick move on his part if he's continuing to talk to you and in a friendly way, in a flirty way, while he's dating some other girl who's on another continent.
What drew you to him? What are his best qualities?
He's really funny, he's really sweet, and we have just so much in common, and we never run out of things to talk about. And I just wanted to mention that when he told me he was dating someone, he was like, we can't be flirty anymore, but we can still talk. And so now in the messages, he's being friendly. He's being really extra friendly, but he's not crossing a line or anything.
It feels to me like he's got way too much power in this relationship.
Yes, all the leverage.
And I think in from my own experience, I've found that when there is an imbalance of power, if I was dating somebody who has all the power, I'm even more attracted to them. I'm even more obsessed with them. My feelings are stronger for them because there's something about them that's unattainable. And I think that's a really dangerous place to be, when that person has all that control and isn't willing to give you anything back. He's not being vulnerable with you. You're totally giving yourself to him, but he's not willing to do the same with you. And I think that in my experience has never been a real love. I don't think.
Yeah. You're so right about the idea of power, because there's never, in any relationship, there's never a 50-50. It's usually it's in a healthy place is around 60-40, and it fluctuates. But you're so right, Tatiana, that it sounds like, I think that you've given up all the power, Amari, and I don't want you to do that. And I want you to tell this dude to go fucking suck it.
In
sorry.
those exact words.
I know that you like him, and I know what it's like to feel in love and sort of intoxicated with the idea of somebody, and especially for you, 6 years.
Why haven't you guys didn't want to meet up? I mean, it's been 6 years of conversation. That's a long time to not meet up at some point.
Yeah, and it's just since we talked off and on for those 6 years, we didn't get that serious. And then in the past 9 months, we've said one day we really want to meet up, but neither of us can afford that. That's a big trip. And so we keep saying like, I hope one day, and then he'll say like, I know we will one day, and
Have you had
it's
relationships?
always that one day.
Have you had relationships between then and now? Like with people that you're
not in the past 9 months, no.
but you've dated other guys or other people while you two have been chatting?
Yeah, in the past like 6 years, but it wouldn't last long. Like, I've always sort of had a crush on him, and so I never fully was like into a relationship. And it takes a lot for me to really like fall for someone. So I've just had little unsuccessful relationships.
I wonder
But
if
since we started talking every day, I haven't dated anybody.
I think it can be really scary to give yourself to somebody who's standing in front of you and going like, I'm willing to give myself to you too. Like even though there's like a 60-40, like you say, that two people look at each other in the eyes and are like, I'm here with you. I wonder if holding on to this guy has stopped you from being able to look into somebody else's eyes and go, holy shit, I'm going to just like dive in with you if you're willing to dive in with me, and go to that super vulnerable place of like, this might not work. This might be messy. I'm going to see the horrible shit that you have. You're going to see my horrible shit. I think that this guy's like holding you back a bit.
I do too.
Yep. I agree.
Yeah, and I think it's that hope that I have that like one day we might end up together, but it's also like I haven't told him how strongly I feel.
It sounds like
So
he's
he
like a
maybe
master.
doesn't know that.
Don't do that. Do not do that. Do not tell him, because it sounds to me like he's a master manipulator.
Mm-hmm.
And I if you can, I know I talk about this all the time, but Amari, please protect your heart. Protect it.
Yeah.
Protect yourself, and do not. My advice, unqualified advice, is do not tell him any more feelings. Really, I mean it, because he, just like Tatiana said, he has all the power right now. And I want you to feel powerful again.
Yeah.
He's never going to say to you, I don't feel like I don't feel like we should be talking anymore. Even the right thing for him to say is, look, I have a girlfriend now. The respectful thing would be, I have a girlfriend right now. I think you're amazing, but I just want you to know, I don't think it's appropriate for us to continue this flirtation and this conversation. That's the respectful thing for him to do. The fact that he's not doing that is a huge, huge red flag, because what he's doing right now is
Manipulating
in the sense that, you know what, if it doesn't work out with this new relationship, then he may have you around, you know, you can still talk and maybe you guys will meet up. And that's just not fair to you at all. It fucking sucks.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I understand.
You're cutting out, Amari. Can you go to a better place with more reception? While you find another spot, we'll talk to Tatiana and Anna about this. So do you guys really, you guys feel like this guy is completely manipulating her?
Don't you think he's a fraud?
Totally. I wouldn't say he's a fraud. He might be a really good guy, to be honest. But he's probably keeping her around. It's the equivalent of, this is a weird comparison, but you know, if a guy's on Tinder and he matches up with 6 girls and he's talking to all 6 girls, and he goes on a couple of dates and he's still talking to the other ones, and maybe he's starting a relationship with one of them, but he still has 6 matches, and so he's talking to the other girls as well.
Keep everyone in your back pocket.
Keeping them in the back pocket. This is like the long distance equivalent of that.
Yes,
It's not fair at all.
It's not fair.
No.
And you know what? The only way, you know what's torturous? It is torturous to play hardball. It sucks. But that is kind of the only way you get what you want, sadly.
Mm-hmm.
And people call it playing games. And I don't like to really throw that around casually, but the idea of maintaining your pride, being truthful, knowing your own value is that's of the most importance. And when you know your own value, then somebody else is going to know it too. And I don't think this Scotland dude, I love Scotland, but I don't think this Scotland dude,
He's not
knows it.
representing the country well at all.
I really I don't like the way he makes you feel. And I don't know. I think stepping back is really important if you can. I know it's really hard.
What does stepping back mean exactly?
Stepping back means kind of no more contact.
You agree, Tatiana?
Totally.
Yeah, me too.
Totally.
Me too.
I think
And
any
it's going to
further
be lonely,
contact
and
is
it's
not
going to be torturous, and it's going to feel bad, and you're going to be wanting like contact and flirtation and all the things that everybody wants, companionship. But I think that sadly what it means is no more contact with this guy.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Can you guys hear me better, by the way?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Is that something, Amari?
I'm so sorry.
Is that something you're prepared to do? Is that something you're prepared to cut off communication with him?
Can you hear me?
No, we can't. You're
Well,
cutting out.
you know what? We'll call you back in a little bit. But Amari, but here's
We're not gonna be able to call her back. So
okay.
let's give her advice right now.
I think the big takeaway is if you can, it's like being on like the worst like juice dieting or something. If you can sort of not respond to him and just say I need a timeout. I think that you'll gain a lot.
Yeah. Are you okay with that? I'm so sorry, Amari. I
know, but you know what?
You need to start
been heartbroken.
Start dating
so
right now. You know what? Get your phone out and start swiping. Seriously.
Yes, Sam, that is good practical advice.
I know.
Yeah. And just think of all those like first kisses.
Yes, exactly.
That fun first kiss stuff.
Hey, Amari, thank you so much for hanging out with us tonight. I'm sorry the connection's bad.
Thank you guys so much.
Oh, I hope. Listen, you know what though? Truly, heartbreak is devastating. It's life affecting, but it is also, if you haven't gone through it, I really don't think you've lived.
Yeah.
So true.
Yeah.
And I'm sorry though that you're gonna go through a bit of a rough patch.
You're gonna be fine. I promise you, you're gonna be fine.
You're gonna be.
He's in Scotland.
Okay.
Logistically, how is that really gonna work out, anyways? You know, I mean, it could, but it's still
No,
more of a long shot.
He's a creep.
He is a creep.
Difficult.
Yeah, he's a jerk.
I know he's funny and I know he's charming and flirty and he makes you feel good, but he's a creep.
Hey, Mari, thank you so much. We really appreciate you hanging out with us.
Thank you
so much.
Bye.
Thank you.
Oh, man.
Don't like that guy.
We all hate him. Go ahead.
Don't you think that it's true, though, that if you really haven't experienced,
You have to.
you have to. It's
Yeah.
horrible. It's
And what's worse about the situation, I feel like, is so much of it is in your mind in terms of the fantasy of what that relationship could be. And that stuff is so powerful.
I mean, for 6 years, they developed this incredible relationship, I'm sure, just as friends or whatever it is. And they started getting flirty, but it's just too long of it.
No, it's
obviously he's going to start dating. I mean, she could have easily started dating someone else too.
You know, my friend talks about the idea of people not adding up, which is a phrase I love. And that dude does not add up.
No.
But she does.
She's going to be fine, and she's going to listen to this back, and I really hope that your advice resonates with her for sure. I have another call. I have one more call. This one is, I wanted like a more fun call, but here's the thing. I really feel like this is a topic that we've never tackled before, and
Oh,
for
boy.
some,
Oh, my God.
I know. This is a little bit of a serious call, but I really feel like you and Tatiana are going to give her some good advice. So we're going to call Priscilla right now.
This episode of Unqualified is brought to you in part by Warby Parker. Warby Parker was founded with a rebellious spirit and the lofty goal of creating boutique quality eyewear at a revolutionary price point. Sunglasses, with or without a prescription, start at $95 and, just like eyeglasses, are available through their home try-on program. You just choose 5 pairs and see which ones you like. I was surprised by how quickly they arrived, which presented me with the immediate problem of deciding which ones to keep. I loved all of them, so you can guess what happened. And not only can you feel good about how cool you look, you can also feel good knowing that for every pair of glasses sold, Warby Parker distributes a pair of glasses to someone in need through partnerships with nonprofits like Vision Spring. Offering eyeglasses, sunglasses, contact lenses, and eye exams, Warby Parker is committed to providing exceptional vision care online and in stores. So put your FSA or HSA dollars to good use on Warby Parker prescription glasses, prescription sunglasses, contact lenses, and eye exams. Try Warby Parker's free home try-on program. Order 5 pairs of glasses to try at home for free for 5 days. There's no obligation to buy. Ships free and includes a prepaid return shipping label. Try 5 pairs of glasses at home for free at warbyparker.com/unqualified. That's warbyparker.com/unqualified. This episode of Unqualified is brought to you in part by ZocDoc. Who gets excited about trying a new restaurant that has 2 out of 5 stars? When it comes to finding healthcare, don't ratings matter even more? ZocDoc is a free app where you can compare doctors, read reviews from real patients, and even make same-day appointments. When I finally called to reschedule my dentist appointment, I was told that my dentist had been retired for nearly 3 years. In my defense, parking was a nightmare. Through ZocDoc, I found a new dentist who had great reviews, took my insurance, and whose office was actually within walking distance. I was also able to book an appointment instantly without talking to a receptionist who made me feel guilty about not having my teeth cleaned for 3 years. My new dentist didn't make me feel guilty either, and only suggested I floss a little more often. Whether you need a primary care physician, dentist, dermatologist, psychiatrist, eye doctor, or other specialist, ZocDoc makes healthcare easy. Now is the time to prioritize your health. Go to ZocDoc.com/unqualified and download the ZocDoc app. Sign up for free and book a top-rated doctor who might be available as soon as today. That's ZocDoc.com/unqualified.
Priscilla
Is it somebody with like bipolar?
She's in what? No.
I don't know.
No. Relax. It's fine. It's not even about her. It's her friend. She's in Tucson right now. And she's 25 years old.
Hello?
Priscilla, hey, it's Sim.
Hey.
Anna's here.
Hi, Priscilla.
Hi.
The star of Orphan Black, Tatiana Maslany, is also here.
Hello.
Hello.
She has a
Oh my
very
gosh.
sexy voice.
So
I've been
exciting.
trying to do an out-sexy... I'm trying to out-sexy her, but
Just need to not have slept last night.
Say
is all.
something sexy right now. Just give me a line. We're gonna do a
Okay.
competition right now. We're
Okay.
gonna see who's sexier.
okay.
Me?
No, Priscilla,
No, you
Priscilla,
can play
you're gonna
too.
play along.
Priscilla,
Yeah, no,
for sure.
Priscilla's yeah,
Oh,
okay.
okay.
Instead of judging with me, Priscilla, you're gonna play along. You're gonna be the last person to go,
Okay.
and I'm gonna judge.
Okay, here's the line.
What's the line?
The line is, I only have carrots in my refrigerator.
Gotcha. All right, Anna, you go first.
Oh, I have to go 1st?
Yeah.
I only have carrots in my refrigerator.
That was amazing. That was great. That was really sexy. I'm going to give that a high score.
Oh man, I can't believe I have to go
Tatiana,
first.
Okay.
you got a tough one here to beat.
Oh my god.
You're already
It sounds just like
Take
I
them all.
only have fucking carrots in my refrigerator. I added fucking. That was disqualification.
You were about to have an orgasm. I
Yeah,
love
she's
it.
literally on the verge. Oh
No.
my fucking god.
Priscilla, I'm so sorry to put you on the spot.
Would you, Priscilla, do you mind saying you only have carrots? You only have carrots in your refrigerator.
Oh, okay.
You have a sexy
I
voice.
only have certain penetration.
Oh,
What did she say?
she said penetration.
I only do what?
Priscilla, what about penetration? Say it again.
I I thought that's what she said. Oh.
No,
right.
great interpretation.
Regardless, Priscilla wins.
Yeah, like
totally
heads and
wins.
tails.
Yes, I love
No
it.
question.
I love it. You have You know what? Totally should have done the penetration line. Why did you do that? But Sim, will you please say, "I only have carrots in my refrigerator" in your sexiest voice?
I only have carrots in my refrigerator, baby.
So pained, your expression on your face.
No,
you look so disappointed.
I tried to get into character, but it looked like I was constipated.
You're so not a
You
person
just
I would
looked
want to date.
apologetic. You're like, I'm
That was
sorry.
terrible. That was the worst. I can't do a sexy voice.
And also, you're a loser. You only have carrots in your fucking fridge, dude. Fucking get your shit together,
some
man.
and Sauvignon Blanc.
Oh, wow.
Better?
Oh,
Yes, way better.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay,
perfect.
sorry, Priscilla.
Priscilla, so this is a serious subject. I'm sorry, we've been joking around, but this is a serious subject we're about to talk about. We've never discussed this before. Tell us about your best friend's eating disorder.
Okay, so my very best friend, we've known each other since elementary school. We became best friends in high school, and she's the only person that I still talk to from high school because everyone else sucks. And when we went off to college, we kind of both, did the usual gaining the freshman 15. We were out and we can eat cookies whenever we wanted, and the normal weight gain that comes with just like leaving your parents' house and just like being the one that's in charge of your eating. So eventually we were like, okay, well, we should probably get this under control. So we both decided to get on an awful diet. I lasted about a week, barely, and she kept going with it. And after a few months, I noticed that she was losing a lot of weight. I was like, oh, that's good for her. Well, it became, I noticed that there was like something going on with her. Like it became like an obsessive calorie counting, and she was just always at the gym. But she never really had time to hang out, and we could never really go out and eat. And during college, she went from a size 10 down to a size 2. And that was within just a matter of a few months. So that was very alarming for me. With that came other things that were, even when she was that small, she was still very self-conscious about her body. It got to a point where she wanted to, get some plastic surgery done. She wanted to get her boobs done. And being that I was trying to be the best friend that I could, I was very unsure about that, being how I knew how I felt like even if she did do that, it still wouldn't make her happy. So I advised her not to get it, and I told her that I thought that she should go see a therapist and talk to someone first before she did such a permanent and expensive surgery. Well, she didn't take that very lightly, and maybe the way I said it didn't come out that well, but because of that led to a huge fight, and we stopped talking for about a year.
Oh, I'm sorry.
After the year, we were able to finally come to terms and start talking again, and everything's been going great. Lately, I've been noticing that she's kind of going through the same thing. I know that she was trying to lose weight again because she went off to study abroad for a year. She's in Spain, so she gained a bunch of weight back, came back, wasn't happy about her plastic surgery, so then she got them taken out. So she had another surgery.
Wait, she got her boobs taken out?
Lately, she's been trying to... I'm sorry, what?
Sorry, she got her boobs taken out?
Yeah, she did.
That's
She was
hardcore.
unhappy about them because she had lost a lot of weight when she got them put in, and then she gained a lot back. And like the way her body type works, that when she loses and gains weight, it also fluctuates in her breast.
Right.
So then she decided to get them taken out because they were just super unhappy with it. And so I know lately she's been trying to get back to just like a healthy weight again. And she did very well. She was doing the right thing. She was eating a lot better, and she was doing it at a much slower rate than I've seen her. But then I kept getting like those weird red flags where I would be like, hey, you want to go eat? And like, or grab a few drinks. And then she'd come with me, and then I would be like the only one drinking, which was really awkward because I felt like an alcoholic. And I'm like, just by myself, drinking and eating while my friend just sat there and watched me. There was also like, I saw that she was at the gym for extra long hours that she shouldn't be. And I know now she's at a point where I'm like, oh, she looks so great. She's so small.
But even then, she's still like, I need to lose another 5 pounds. And, you know, she doesn't look, I know she's not like bulimic, I know she's not anorexic, but it's like this obsessive thing that she's doing where it's like she eats very little and she's very, you know, meticulous about what she eats. And lately she also does this thing where, and I don't think she needs to, but she'll clean out her closet, which she's done for years, and she'll, like, you know, give me her, like, really nice clothes maybe don't fit her anymore or too big for her. You know, I'm not a fat person. I don't think I'm huge, but, like, you know, I have thighs. I've got a booty a little bit. You know, I've got some hips. I can't help that. Those aren't going to go away. And she'll, like, give me her clothes, and I'm like, this isn't going to fit me. This is a size 4. I've never fit in a size 4. She's like, oh, really? Oh, I would think they fit you. You don't look, you know, I would think they fit you. You know, they don't fit me anymore.
Okay, so so you're worried about your friend. I also hear in your voice, I feel like you're missing her and you want to feel close once again to her. Am I right? I don't know. I'm so unqualified. What the fuck am I doing? I'm so sorry, Priscilla, that I'm like, I have no idea what the fuck I'm talking about. I'm so sorry. But I don't know. My heart goes out to you because I know how much I cherish my friends, especially the friends that I've had for a long time, and especially you guys went through that whole journey together. I do think that you can't make an unhappy person happy. It's just,
yeah.
I mean, I don't know. I've tried a few times, but it's a journey that you can't solve. You know what I mean? It's truly a problem you can't solve, and you may have to sort of come to terms a little bit with that, and just be her supportive friend. And you know, everyone has. Oh my God. Ugh, you wouldn't even believe how grotesque, like, the weight issues are here in Hollywood. It's so fucking gross. But so everyone knows this. Everyone knows the story of being unhappy with their body. But But I just don't know if it's a situation you can heal yourself. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. It's just so upsetting to watch her. I mean, it's taken me a long time to come to terms with, like, okay, this is my body, like, this is what I've got, and, like, it's great, and deal with it. And I wish that I could, I don't know, support her in a way so that she could feel that exact same way, where she would feel beautiful and not so, like, oh, I have to lose the weight, I have to be skinny. Like, I always heartbreaking.
Tell my friends when they're struggling with something like this, or like any kind of, you know, feeling of worthlessness, or like not whatever, and if I'm struggling with that, we always tell each other, I wish you could see me. I wish you could see yourself the way that I see you. And I think flipping it sometimes and going like, what, you know, I feel like you have to be honest with her, and you have to be supportive in the same breath. And it sounds like you have a lot of knowledge of what she's going through, and I think if you approach it with no judgment, with an openness and an understanding of, like, how hard this is for her, you know, the way that it sounds like you are doing. But I also feel like you can't pussyfoot around the thing that's happening at the same time. And I don't know exactly how to deal with these things where you have to be super honest with somebody about something that is like showing a mirror to them that reflects back, you know? It's scary.
I wish I had better answers. I'm so unqualified. But
oh my gosh, no.
But you know what? Maybe sometimes, like, just friends talking it out. I don't know if you have.
That's what I told Priscilla when I decided to use this call. I told Priscilla that, honestly, I don't know if we're going to have the answers, because
we don't. Who does?
But I felt like talking it out, at least, you know.
At least, like, you're heard,
yes.
and the idea of your friends, like, in your friendship is being heard, and I don't know, right?
So she should be completely supportive.
I don't want you to be heard.
I'm. I mean, obviously, I can't speak to this at all. I don't know what. I mean, obviously, I would never understand
I think
this.
that Priscilla should. Yeah, I think she should be. I think she should be supportive because, and not maybe. I think being a good listener, which is something that I have a really hard time doing because I like to talk so much, but being like being truly just a good friend at this point is the best thing you can do, because you could encourage her to go to therapy, you could encourage her to, whatever, work out more or less or whatever, but truthfully, you won't be able to solve the bigger problems in her life, and but I can. No, but really though, it's what's most important is that she feels supported.
Does she have that support system?
And
her friends besides you?
No, she doesn't. Like, she's very, I don't know, weird things with her family, and I know she has like an strange, like, she doesn't have a very good relationship with her father, and she doesn't have very many close friends. Like, she is very guarded. It's like very hard for her to open up. And I think that also comes into play with the whole situation also, is that there's not a lot of people that she can truly rely on.
Oh, her heart is hurting.
Yeah.
So what you can do, I don't know, the only unqualified advice I have is to just be a good friend, a good ear, and, I don't know, like, just hold her hand.
Should she ever say anything? Should she, like,
I don't know. My instinct is to not, because I truly feel like the only way an unhappy person can heal themselves is through their own actions.
Mm-hmm.
But I also feel like sometimes people do things, behavioral things, because they do want help. They do want somebody to see them. Like, I feel like, this is a gross generalization, but a lot of body issues come from a desire to be invisible or be seen, or, and that idea of, I know my best friends, for me, when they look at me, I see them seeing me, and I can't lie to them because they're looking at me, and I can't be like, yeah, everything's great, and da-da-da-da. I feel like there is a value, too, in seeing her, the way you are.
Tatiana, you're totally right.
But I don't know. I've never been good at dealing with this kind of, like, honest stuff. It's hard. But I do feel that there is there might be something in this behavior that she secretly wants you to tell her something, or she secretly wants, that her unconscious desire is to be seen doing these things, and to be told whatever, to be here.
We kind of have two differing viewpoints here. This is the first time ever in the history of Unqualified.
Really?
I'm like, Priscilla, don't say anything. And I'm like, Tiana's like, go blow your
out,
which is actually probably way better advice.
But I feel like this just means that, there really are no right or wrong answers in this situation. It's just like a really tough case by case situation. You obviously know Priscilla more than we know Priscilla, so you can kind of make that judgment call, I think. But I think both people are saying,
I think,
be supportive.
I think also, yes, be supportive. And if you can, choose just your words wisely, which is something that I wish I could do. But
yeah, that's something I think I also struggle with, is I can be maybe too honest. So I don't want to come off like I'm attacking her, because I know that if I do that, she's going to totally just shut down.
She'll retreat. That's right. Yeah, totally. She'll go into like retreat mode. But so I don't know. I think be a good ear if you can, and every sentence you say to her is going to mean a whole lot. So just always choose your words carefully. I wish I could do that.
Me too.
Instead, I just want to tell Sim to fuck off. I want to kick him in the shins.
You chose those words perfectly, I guess, in your opinion.
Concise.
Concise. You know exactly what you're
Direct.
saying when
But
you
you
say
know
those
what?
words.
And also, though, Priscilla, though, know that friendships are, they're not, they're wonderful and amazing and everything, but they're also going to be a fluctuating journey. And so it will be a little bit of like a tide. Sometimes you'll feel really close to her, and sometimes you won't feel quite as close. And that's okay. And, you know.
I have a question for all three of you. Have you ever had a friend where at a certain point you just said, I just can't help you anymore, and you just stopped being friends with them, even though you cared about them and loved them so much, but you got to the point where...
Oh, totally.
You have? You both?
Yes.
I've never...
You know
well,
that,
well,
right?
well,
Well, men don't have those problems.
Yeah. No, I know. Which is why I'm asking you guys, because I don't understand this stuff. I'm
I feel like
learning.
I've pulled away from people when I feel like it's a power thing. When it feels like where the issue or the drama is taking precedence over
Yeah.
over a mutual like love, respect, listening, sharing, holding the thing with each other
Yeah,
together, as
totally.
opposed to one person doing all the listening.
Right.
Yeah.
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 Oh.
Oh.
Priscilla, this is. I'm so sorry. I wish we had better, more
No,
concrete
this
advice
is
for you,
great.
but I mean,
No,
I think
it's great.
you're doing the right thing by being the good friend that you are.
Yeah, it's incredible that you called and with your concern about your friend. I mean, that means that you're an amazing friend.
Yeah,
And-
well, I was just, making sure that I am doing the right thing and not doing enough. Like, I was afraid that I was being a bad friend by not doing enough. So that was, like, my biggest concern. Was,
No.
am I doing enough? Am I
Yes.
not doing enough?
You're
You
doing-
called
doing-
into our podcast.
Yeah.
That means you are a good fucking friend.
Yes.
I want a friend like you.
Oh, I want a friend like you. I love your show.
Thank you.
Priscilla, you're the best. Thank
Will
you so much for hanging out with
give
us.
us an update? And also,
Thank you.
please be in touch. And also, please know, though, too, that truly, I know this is like the worst thing, but truly an unhappy person cannot be made happy through another individual. It has to come from sort of within. And
Yeah.
and I know that your friend's going through some stuff, and I think that you're just an incredible friend. So know that. And we love you.
Oh, thank you. I love you as like an actress, and I started listening to your podcast, and I just, oh my gosh, I love the person that you are. And seriously, I love your podcast, and I think it's total BS that you are not number one on iTunes.
Priscilla? Okay. Now, you know what? I love you so much.
I love her too.
I'm flying to your hometown, and I'm going to make your friend eat. I'm going to make her happy because I love you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Priscilla. You couldn't, I don't know. I'm always so kind of, I don't know. It gives me chills that the idea that people like us and listen to us, and thank you so much for sharing.
Yeah, absolutely. I think what you do is amazing, and it's so honest, and it's beautiful.
I love you.
Priscilla, send me an email. Let us know what happens. You're the best. We love you, and we're all behind
Yes,
you.
please. Yes.
All right. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Priscilla. Bye.
Bye.
This episode of Unqualified is brought to you in part by Osea. Wondering what to gift your friends and family this holiday season? Female founded over 25 years ago by a mother and daughter team, Osea's award-winning cleansers, serums, face moisturizers, and body products give you the results you want. Skin that looks and feels amazing. I recently got to try Osea's new body butter, which, like their now famous Undaria algae body oil, transforms dry skin without being greasy, has the same incredible scent, and leaves your skin soft, smooth, and healthy looking. If my experience is any indication, you can count on your partner giving you a lot of compliments. This holiday season, stock up and share your new favorite clean skincare and body care with your friends and family. Unqualified listeners get 10% off your first order with promo code ANNA at OseaMalibu.com. You'll get free samples with every order, and orders over $50 get free shipping. Gifting is always easier if you start early, so head to OSEAMalibu.com. Use code ANNA. This episode of Unqualified is brought to you in part by State Farm, and in honor of their surprisingly great auto insurance rates, I'm going to tell you about a particularly surprising day on set. It takes me a long time to read a script. For almost every line of dialogue, I will stop to figure out why my character would say it, how it fits in the conversation, and how it's going to come out of my mouth. Between the lines, there are larger chunks of text which describe everything else happening in the scene. Maybe what a room looks like, what characters are wearing, and what they're doing. As I often underestimate how long everything in my life takes, I know I can make up some time by reading those larger chunks a little faster. I got the script for Overboard about 6 months before we started production. I read it in my warm living room, wearing comfortably warm clothes, sipping from a warm mug of tea. Somehow, it never occurred to me that when you jump off a boat in the middle of the ocean, the water is surprisingly cold. And it doesn't get any warmer on take 2. Here at Unqualified, we love State Farm because they provide coverage that meets your needs at a surprisingly great rate. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Call or go to statefarm.com for a quote today.
I'm sorry. That was probably one of the most intense calls we've ever had.
You know, but so
I'm sorry,
truthful.
Tatiana.
No, I was
here for one of our intense calls.
No, it's really interesting stuff.
And also,
And it is so complicated. Sorry.
but women get, well, men I guess do too, but women, we're so trained to be so hung up on our physical shit, which is, I was telling Sim earlier, I was like, I proudly declare that I'm 39, about to turn 40, by the way. That means you might have to throw me a party.
I'm on it. I can't wait. This is going to be fun.
But the idea that it haunts us, and it sucks that it does.
Yeah, it's so unnecessary.
Right? Mm-hmm. But how do we shrug it off? It's impossible.
I don't know. I have no idea, because it does factor into every single decision, every interaction. It's a weird, I think we're becoming more aware of it. I think that there's more discussion about it, at least.
Yeah.
I'm fascinated with the idea of just like ownership over who you are and your body and your volition and like walking in a space or whatever. I think women make ourselves small because there are so few spaces for us. You know what I mean? Like in a production or in a this or that, there's room for like one female lead. And
This
so
kind of goes back to the black box that you were talking about.
to the French improv black box and the punishments for stepping outside the box.
She's drawing a box right now
With an
arrow pointing on a piece of paper, pointing to Tatiana, and she's writing. I can't read that from here. You can okay.
Are you
here, and by here, you know what I mean.
Oh, I know what you mean. I would keep that. I love that.
Oh, you guys, thank you so much. Oh, Sim is
Doing
twisting his
helicopter.
finger. Yeah. So Sim has this crazy, like weird sign language where when he spins his pointer finger around,
Right.
super swirly. Apparently it means wrap it up.
Wow.
And you know
where
what the
does that come
insane?
from?
You know what the insane thing is? Is that every time I do that, I'm like hoping like this would be the one time that Anna just wraps it up without bringing attention to the fact that I'm moving my finger around.
But that would
Because-
not be our podcast.
No, it wouldn't be our podcast.
No.
So I kind of knew you were going to do that this time as well. But I just and you know what? I tried once with Chelsea Handler. I wrote on a piece of paper. I wrote "wrap it up," and then Anna goes, "Well, Sim just wrote wrap it up."
It would not be a proper podcast, though, if I didn't give you a ton of shit.
Chastising.
No, you're absolutely right. But
I love it when you say that. We say it again, a little bit louder.
No, I'm not.
Say it in a sexy voice. Come on, say it in a sexy voice.
You already heard my
Everybody's
sexy voice.
best sexy voice.
Everyone.
No, come on.
Totally.
Wait, you know what? I'm gonna do it then.
Do it. I'm not doing it. You do it.
Anna Faris is absolutely right.
Oh my God.
It would never go that way.
Oh my God.
Tatiana, you want to take the challenge?
Anna Faris is absolutely right.
That was
a
incredible.
whisper.
That was awesome.
That was the whisper song
I'm gonna
version.
do the challenge then.
All right.
Anna Faris is absolutely right.
That is always what you yell when you come, right? That's the only way you can climax, right?
Follow us on Instagram and on Facebook and on.
I love it when Sim wraps it up with this.
At Unqualified. It's at Unqualified. And please leave us a review, subscribe. Please push that button that says subscribe on iTunes. We love it when you do that.
And Sim's actually pretending to push a button right now.
Tatiana, congratulations on your Emmy. You're going to fucking win.
Yeah!
Yes, you are. Your Emmy nomination, I should say. You're going to win this thing. We know you're going to win. You deserve to win.
Ooh, wait.
Yeah.
Before we wrap it up,
Yeah.
totally.
All right.
Can I do something incredibly horrible? I want to give you like a faux thing. What about this?
Okay. No, Anna is getting out of her chair right now.
Okay. Now.
And she's. Do you just want Cassie to get it so you can talk? Here, just take.
Okay.
Oh, wait. You need a mic.
Okay,
Hang on.
I'm just
All right, I'll do the play-by-play. She's walking around the table. She's finding looks like a trophy type cup.
And you don't get to keep this, but
Okay, wait. Speak into the microphone, and then you can tell her what it is.
and this odd cup goes to Tatiana.
Oh my God. Thank you so much. You guys, when I first started acting, I never thought I'd be holding this odd cup, at the age of 31. I can't wait to drink out of it tonight. Thank you so much to Anna Faris for giving me this cup. Thank you, Sim, for all of your amazing mannerisms. Thank you. I forget your name. Cassie, for filming the whole thing. Thank you, Anna, again.
Oh my God.
For coming audibly on the podcast and teaching me so much about what it is to be a woman and female sexual pleasure.
Do you want to can you give us one little orgasm?
Oh, you fucking I came in the cup. I squirted in the cup. That's what's gonna happen if I win. If I win the Emmy, I'm gonna squirt.
Emmy.
That's how it works.
Is it?
It's the only way it happens.
This might be the best ending for a show we've ever had.
Yeah.
Tatiana Maslany is gonna squirt into the cup after she wins her Emmy.
I really hope it happens now, just for that reason.
Good night, everyone.
Good night.